Welcome to Foodonomics. Today we're making fresh whole wheat pasta with fresh marinara sauce. We're gonna make some whole wheat pasta, fresh pasta at home, and I'm just here with 2 cups of flour, or 1 3/4 cups is what I've got here. I'm gonna make them well in the middle, just like that. So I kind of missed getting the egg in the middle here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just going to mix it into the flour. There's 2 eggs in here. I might need 1 more because they're kind of small and I didn't do the well properly, obviously. So I made this, I added a little more flour on top to make it a little drier, but I'm gonna leave this to rest for about an hour. This is, my hands are covered in dough. This is 2.5 cups of flour, 2 large eggs. I actually had smaller eggs, so I used 3. And some salt, a couple of teaspoons of water, and a teaspoon of olive oil. We're just gonna rest this for an hour and then get back to rolling it out, and then we're gonna use a pasta machine. So I'm gonna roll this guy flat, and then I'm gonna run it through this right here onto the tray, and then get them thinner and thinner and thinner. Okay. So this is my absolute first time doing this, and I've kind of gone through this a few times on a wider setting, and now I'm going through it on the thinnest setting for like 2 times to get the pasta as small as possible. I know it's not falling into the tray. Please excuse that. So I've just kind of, I cut the dough into 4 pieces, and I decided to get it rolled out and then through the thing. It's kind of proving a little more difficult than I expected, but this is as thin as I think I can get it. Now I'm going to have to run it through one of these parts on this machine that's going to cut it into either linguine size or spaghetti size. So hopefully this works out. So I don't think it's coming out as spaghetti, just as, or maybe it is, I'm just not sure why it's not separating. Okay, is it supposed to go a little bit, maybe I shouldn't have made it so thin. Okay. So to give you guys some perspective, this was the first batch that I did. I tried it on the spaghetti cutting choice on the machine, the pasta cutting thing, and it is mushy and it's probably not going to be used today at all. I don't know what to do with it, and it didn't turn out great. Turned out the biggest issue was that I didn't cover it in enough flour, which is why this whole tray is now covered in flour. So this is the second batch, which turned out much better because it was the linguine. However, it still didn't cut as properly because there was no flour and it was sticking together. Now this right here is the third batch. I'm gonna just show it to you guys. It's nice and covered in flour and dry, and it's gonna sit and wait for 15 minutes while I fix the pasta sauce and while the water is boiling. And then we're gonna add it to the water to boil for 2 to 3 minutes based on all the instructions I found online. For today, we're actually making some fresh pasta. And to go with the pasta that I'm making fresh, I'm actually making also the pasta sauce. This is just Italian sausage. Took it out of the casings. I'm gonna break it up into pieces and let it brown in this pot first. There's a little bit of garlic olive oil in there, and I'm going to be making this particular pasta sauce, the marinara sauce that's going to go into this. I will be making it with fresh pasta sauce so the 50 pounds of tomatoes that I got earlier this week, I did. So this is my crock pot on the side here. It's actually, don't mind all the stuff spilling to the side here. The second batch of the tomatoes is in here now, cooking down for marinara sauce. I've already made 1 batch, and this is still remaining. So this is what we have left that still needs to be turned into pasta sauce and everything like that. I have barely any space on this island right now, so I'm here trying to cut up everything over here. But so we're going to be using the fresh marinara sauce that I just made this morning from cooking down a batch of these tomatoes in that sausage. Once the sausage is browned, I'm adding half of a large red onion diced. So we like a lot of garlic, so I'm adding like 5 cloves of garlic thinly sliced, and I don't mind biting into it, but you can mince this in and you can use a lot less or a lot more if you like. Now this right here is the pasta sauce that I cooked down in the crock pot. It's like, I don't even know how many, like 40 tomatoes in here probably. Cooked completely down, but still has a little bit of liquid in it. This is what I'm going to transfer into that sauce there, and I'm going to add some pasta water once the pasta cooks. So the water is boiling and in goes the fresh pasta. It's going to boil for 2 minutes. So I've added the pasta sauce in here, and I'm just bringing it up to a simmer, and I'm going to add a little bit of pasta water. So I'm just going to rip in some homegrown basil, because what's tomato sauce without basil? It's just something like that. But I'm also going to add some homegrown parsley, just because I like parsley, and they're all chopped into kind of small pieces, but not shredded so finely, because I don't mind it. We don't mind it here if there's a little bit of parsley and basil in a bite. This is what it should look like. It's a little bit watery. I guess there's some pockets of water that needs to evaporate, but it's actually, for the most part, the pasta sauce is pretty thick, and it's very much marinara sauce. See if you can see the pockets of water disappear when you mix it a little. And it's gonna go on our pasta. So here it is. Here's the pasta on the plate. I'm just gonna sprinkle on some Parmigiano Reggiano that we had already pre-shredded. Well, it's more like crumbles. I didn't shred it very, very small or powdery. There we go. That's the pasta.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell.